Greetings, Afterlifers, and welcome to a first impressions look into Grim Quest, a old-school RPG from Monomyth, a classic turn-based RPG with dark aesthetics and a retro vibe set in a mind-bending dark fantasy world with elements of Lovecraftian horror. Right, so I do apologize that this is a very late, first impressions coverage. I am dealing with a migraine at the moment, so this is why this video is going out a little later than the usual time slot it should have been in. Same thing goes with the short form video coverage, the short clip, YouTube short, TikTok reel, whatever you want to call it. I do apologize for being late on this. So first and foremost, apparently you can't capture this game very well, unfortunately. Apparently there's a prequel here. But yeah, you can't really capture this in full screen for some reason. Wait, hold on, maybe. Oh, okay, there you go. That's so weird. It was actually full screen, but not true full screen. Okay, that's a little weird. Alright, so let's begin here. Let's do casual, let's do basic, custom modifiers. There's a lot of things going on here, which is absolutely insane, which is great, which is awesome. Okay, let's keep everything normal, yeah? Let's keep everything normal and just try to get through the bits of this game, right? Well, yeah, you can really tell that this is classic D&D here, because just the amount of effort that you put into the stuffs here. You have a pirate, you have a knight chess piece. Let's do the pirate. Yar. Select character background: bounty hunter, an aristocrat, escaped slave, executioner, explorer, hunter, iron fist, merc, merchant, mariner, occultist, study, scholar, veteran, berserk. And then let's do, okay, critical hit. Yeah, you know what, let's do that. Okay, void. Planeswalker Catfight, chance to avoid all damage. Chance to restore next health. Let's do... Yeah, let's do that. Unnamed hero. Yeah, let's just call it an unnamed hero. Oh, this is text dialogue. Okay, we'll skip it. Okay. Grim Quest is about dungeon crawling. You go on a dungeon run, defeat monsters, collect loot, level up, and upgrade your characters as you progress through the story. You're a mercenary freelancer employed by the City Council of Ashbourne to defend the city and dispose of its enemies. You will receive starting daily wages of 20 gold for your service. You can collect it after each dungeon run. Okay. You should visit the tavern first. Okay, for supplies, whatnot. Okay. Your next stop's probably the Mystic Emporium. Okay, so that's the spell shop. Okay, that's the skill shop. And then, of course, the journal for your objectives. And then the world map to, do your dungeon runs and everything. So let's go here first. Available gold is 300. So here you have your notice board here. You can do available bounties. This kind of reminds me of a game I played many years back, a long time ago. It was called, what was it? Blood Brothers, right? That was the name of it? Hold on. It was from a different developer. What's it called? No. It was called Battle Brothers. There we go. Yeah, it was called Battle Brothers from overhyped studios and the publisher being Hooded Horse and overhyped studios. It is also the same way as well, where basically you run your own band of mercenaries and you have to make a name for yourself and fight for kingdom, country, saving the world, and all that. It's a really fun game, and I know that Warband from different developers is also in that same um in that same uh same thing as well. So no, War Tales, there we go. War Tales was the name. But yeah, so let's do this one. Accept. Okay, so let's go over here. So training grounds. Manage mercenary companies tasked with city defenses by boosting their manpower and morale. Better morale means better fighting performances and less casualties during the siege. If you lose all mercenaries at the enemy city, you will be looted and you'll lose gold. Okay, so let's... Okay. Okay, so I guess I don't have any money here. Review character screen, okay. I'm a dog, rusty. Okay, so this is the character sheet. I have a rusty dagger. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, that's the alchemy shop. Okay, I guess really not much else. So, select it. Let's have it to explore it. 1 second is for now. Level up, can complete the quest to unlock other dungeons. Okay, so you can learn unknown skills and spells at the Altar of Oblivion, but you first have to defeat the Prince of Thieves in order to gain access to it. Okay. Interesting. So, if you basically want kind of like easy mode, then you would have to do... Okay, okay. Oh, man. Holy crap. Okay. Let's see. Man, so much information here. Okay. Love the music too. The music's okay, well. Alright, well, let's go to the first thing. This is the dungeon tile. To move quickly into your current position. You can move horizontally, vertically, one tile at a time. The concept of the tile, finding your rooms, and your goal is to find the exit, which will take you back to the city. Don't leave too soon, you might miss out on loot and other important stuff. If you feel to explore any further, you can retreat or return to the starting tile, but keep in mind that it will cost you some gold. So basically, this is one of the... Basically, what that is saying is, once you start committing to a dungeon run, don't be a backtracker, which is interesting to say the least. Okay, yes, supplies and everything, yes. Yes, experience. Okay, we're just gonna skip that dialogue just for the sake of the coverage. So let's go this way. Okay. Okay. Enemies are represented by their portraits. Here to defeat to earn gold and experience points. Click on the portraits to see stats of the enemies you defeated in the past. Okay, just build the portraits at the attack zone. Click anywhere in the highlight area before the enemy you want to target. To perform a default attack, cast, spell, or use a skill. Really interesting. So the bottom half is like an attack zone. That's interesting. That's kind of interesting there. I would just click on the portrait, but whatever, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so of course retreat, you got spells, skills, attack, okay. So Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, so the highlighting, I think the highlighter was aiming here when it should have aimed here. So let's go here. Here. Oh no, I got attacked for 1 point. Yes, let's take out. Okay, one's dead. Definitely need a better weapon. Dead. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's see. You got healing potion. Use. Then. Oh, but you can use it or put it in your inventory. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Yeah, you have to really plan out your movements. So let's... enjoy. Sweet, awesome. Beastmaster, Beastman General, Scatter Lore, Volume 51. Okay. So you don't have a party per se. The party is the mercenaries defending the city, which is interesting. So you're basically the hero. You're the solo hero here. Equip weapon here. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, I took weapon damage. I took a stun basically. My damage is lessened. Then you have the event log, which is right here which is behind my Vtuber model here. Gold. Toss him a coin. But I lost 1 sanity in the process. Okay, if you click on the portrait, it gives you the information on the creature stats and whatnot. You have the health here, the armor, the damage, the spell resistance, critical 13, and if you kill it, you get 8 experience out of it. I noticed something, but I want to be sure. It seems like I could get health back upon... Okay, that wasn't... Yes, leave. Okay, cool. So we completed that. Enemy army approaching, the city under siege. You return from a foray into the second grotto. Okay, so now we have to defend the city. After each dungeon run, there's a good chance that you will find Ashborn under siege. At the beginning of every round, you can select one mercenary company to engage the enemy in combat. The performance will depend on manpower, morale, and strength weaknesses to a certain type, to a certain enemy type. Okay. The siege minigame works much like rock, paper, scissors. Oh god, okay. Approaching the city, surrounded by the dark, and you pick it based on luck. So there's a bit of an RNG here. So you have to basically pick a unit and hope to God, even if it's the best, hope to God you can survive it. Just make that pick more obvious. Once perceived, regardless of the enemy approaching visibility, you can fire an artillery shot to deal large amounts of damage without sustaining casualties yourself. Okay. Okay, so let's scout ahead. Let's throw an artillery. Never mind. Whenever the room is secured by the approaching dark. Engage the enemy. Okay. Cool. Why did I guess that? Why did I guess that? That's awesome. All right, but yeah, this is basically that's basically the game in a nutshell. You go to dungeons, you complete quests, and I'm assuming there's a main quest here. You do all this, you come back, you defend the city in this rock paper scissors type game. If you really enjoy D, and this is I shouldn't say D. They shouldn't say it's D&D. I mean, yeah, the character sheet and everything, yeah, D&D. But I think this is like one of the first D&D games that I've experienced where there's no party. It's just one character, and the DM is telling that one character like I'm the DM and the other player is playing this particular character, right? This is fun. This is a fun game. Love the art style, love the music, love the straightforwardness, love the accessibility option of customizing the game to your needs. Apparently there is a prequel game to this from the same devs. It was released in 2022. Wow. Well, it was 4 years ago. Jeez. But if you enjoyed this first impressions look into Grim Quest and if fantasy D&D is right up your alley, then I highly recommend this game. If you enjoyed this first impressions look, then leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you enjoyed this first impressions look, then check out the other first impressions I have here on the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.